Good morning. Well, good afternoon. I'm not quite sure. I think it's morning. Good morning, everyone. It's Kim Dunn here from Positive Young Minds. I'm a psychologist who works with children, adolescents, and their parents. And today, this is day 3 of my 5-day vlog challenge. And the topic is still all to do about communicating with your kids, and particularly communicating with them in that after school phase. So yesterday we had a bit of a look at what I call parent-centered communication, which is to do with what's in it for you when you're talking to your child, being able to recognise what expectations you might have, and also any anxiety you might have towards your child and what they've been going through. Today, how do we turn that around? How do we make it more about the kids and more about a collaborative communication style, one where we're encouraging connection between us and our kids instead of just, after information or telling them what to do. So when your kids come home from school, they've had a whole day of people telling them what to do, of teachers telling them what to do. So when they walk through the door, they really don't want you to start telling them what to do. So here are my 3 top tips. Number one, feed them first. Sometimes my kids won't eat breakfast. They mightn't eat lunch. They don't particularly like eating at school. So when they get home, they're normally starving. So if we look back at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the first thing we need to do is have our physiological needs met. So if they come home and they're hungry or thirsty, their ears are not open. They are not listening and they don't want to talk. Mouths and ears are shut. So number 1, feed them first. Number 2, check in with yourself. Where's your level of emotion? Are you anxious? Have you had a bad day? Are you closed? You really don't want to know what sort of day they've had, but we're back to I have to ask them, it's an expectation. Maybe instead set yourself up and with a wondering attitude. I wonder how their day went. And if you know you're feeling particularly stressed, take a moment before you start to talk to them and just have a few deep breaths. Calm yourself. Get ready to tune in. So that's number 2. And number 3 is turn everything off. Put your phone away. Turn the radio off. Be there for them. When was the last time you had someone listen to you, give you their full attention? Have a think. If you can think of that time, I bet it feels very special to have someone actually hear you without checking when their phone beeps and their notifications come in. I don't know about you, but I've been in lots of conversations and people's phones just been there just in case, and you might be in the middle of having a conversation with them and the notification goes off. Oh, hang on, we'll just check this. And what they're saying to you is, this might be more important than listening to you at the moment. So, if you feel you might be doing that with your kids, have a think about just putting your phone away for those times when they've come home and they're in that transition state. Third point is potter. Just be available. You might be folding clothes, doing a bit of tidying up, just hovering around. So when they're ready to talk, you're there. So just to reiterate the 3 points we've talked about today. Number 1, for a better chance of communicating with your kids when they come home after school, feed them first. Feed the starving masses. So then they can both open their ears and their mouths. Number 2, check in with yourself, with your emotions, what's going on for you that day. And if you need, have a breath, calm yourself, and switch your mindset. It's not about you, it's about them. Third point, be available. Pot around, hover, and just be there. Okay? So look, feel free to comment what you find works best after school, maybe even what your kids love to eat when they come home after school. And if you feel this resonates with you, please send me a love, share, tag a friend, and make a note, turn your notifications on, because tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit more about maybe some ways, some wording you can use to encourage conversation with your kids, some practical strategies. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. So if you're like me and you believe it takes a village to raise a child, share it with your tribe, and I look forward to working with you as together we raise wonderful adults. Okay, bye for now.